Welcome back to Max's Muscle TV. As any serious trainer knows, when it comes to dropping weight, what you do in the kitchen is probably more important than what you do in the gym. And this week, the boys will be showing you an easy and effective way to get shredded. Over to you, Fred.
Thanks, Tony. Well, today we're going to talk about shredding and getting ripped.
Fred, is getting ripped something you do at a party or something to do when you're in training?
No, it's actually in training, mate. What we've got here today is a mix of different varieties of foods. So it could be aimed for someone just wanting to get shredded for summer and get that real chiseled look. So what have we got, Pete?
The first meal of the day is a steamed fish, just with some steamed spinach and some avocado. Whitefish is a nice, easy digesting fish, but also very easy to cook. Now what I've done with it is put a little bit of coriander with it and just steamed it in our great little steamer. And that just adds a really nice sort of Asian flavour through the fish without adding any fat or salt or anything like that.
And you notice, folks, the whitefish, a bit different to the other types of fish, doesn't have as much oil in it. Really good choice, nice and clean fish. Real high protein food. So around about mid-morning, folks, you take the Max's Super Shred, really convenient. You can take it to work, take it in, and away you go. Then we've got lunch, Pete.
Yeah, simple lunch. Steamed broccoli, grilled chicken, just nicely done, no oils on it, and just some steamed brown rice there, Fred.
Now you notice, folks, brown rice, really good choice of low GI carbs. Now I prefer brown rice as opposed to pasta, believe it or not, Pete. I'm Italian, Mum used to make some great pasta, but we're on a bodybuilding diet, so keep it nice and clean, and brown rice is the way to go. So around mid-afternoon, Peter, we've got a rice cake here.
Yeah, I've got the rice cake with a little spread of peanut butter and just a dollop of cottage cheese, and that's it.
Now, peanut butter, Pete, people think it's probably got a lot of sugars and fats. When you choose a peanut butter, what should you look for?
Well, when we were kids, we always liked the crunchy peanut butter, but this is actually a smooth, natural, and it's had no salt added, so it's actually got no salt in it. It's very easy to spread. It's sort of like a honey consistency.
Bit of cottage cheese on top, beautiful.
Nice and simple.
So then after my workout, I take the Max's Super Shred, take it in, straight in, and then I'm ready for dinner. What do you got for us for dinner tonight, Peter?
Well, Fred, I'm doing one of your favourites, a roux steak with some steamed spinach.
Fantastic. Before you do that, Stacey's going to tell us a little bit more about Super Shred.
Thanks, Freddie. Hi, guys. I'm pumped today, guys. We're here to talk about Max's newest product, an awesome formula to get you lean and ripped. Stripping body fat requires a lot of discipline and dedication, but Max's Hydroxyphase Super Shred can help make it that little bit easier. Super Shred is 90% protein formula that incorporates 7 nutritional systems to help burn off fat while building lean, defined muscle. These include a thermogenic fat-burning complex, carb-blocking nutrients, an appetite control complex, a recovery amino acid blend, and a cortisol suppressing system, all in a base of the highest quality whey protein isolate. You can use Super Shred to replace 1 or more meals a day to help get you lean. It's also a great protein to take any time of the day for building lean muscle, or take a serve straight after training to help maximise your recovery. Super Shred is designed to taste great mixed with water and comes in 3 flavours: chocolate, mochaccino and creme caramel. We'll catch you next time. But remember, what goes in your lips comes straight to your hips.
Thanks, Stacey. Now Peter's going to talk to us about cooking kangaroo.
Okay, Fred, well what I've got here is what we call kangaroo fillet. And you can see it has very little fat on it. It's got a little bit of sinew on the sides, but that's okay. But it comes in all different sizes. So obviously the smaller pieces will cook quicker.
Now folks, kangaroo is a great source of vitamin B and 98% fat-free, believe it or not. It's one of my favourites.
So what I was going to do today, just to add a little bit of flavour to it, just marinate a little bit, so I'm going to cover it with oil. I'm using an avocado oil, and I'm doing that for a reason, because it's got a nice little flavour. I'm just going to put a few drops so it doesn't stick onto the fry pan, and add a nice little bit of flavour. So instead of adding salt and things like that, just a tiny little bit of oil. We've had no oil in the whole meal, and it won't hurt just a drop.
Oil's quite okay as long as you choose a really good oil here.
A little bit of cracked pepper, again just for a bit of flavour.
Nothing wrong with cracked pepper or any herbs with regards to any calories or anything like that. Adds a bit of flavour to it, doesn't it, Pete?
Yep, and I won't add it today, but if you like to spice it up, you can put a little bit of chilli flake in. It'll give it a bit of heat, a bit of niceness. Sure. Might just put a little pinch there. Just rub that all in, like that. My grill's nice and hot, and basically just stick it on. You can hear the sound straight away, so it's a nice hot grill. So I'm just going to close that and cook it on both sides like that. So yeah, resting meat is important, especially if you're going to cut it, because all the juices come alive inside the meat, and if you cut it while it's still really hot, it all just gushes out onto your board. So you let it rest, but if you're going to eat it straight away, you don't have to rest it for too long.
Sure. And how long would you cook it for there, Pete?
Well, it depends how you like it. If you like your roux well done, that'll take 4 or 5 minutes. Medium, probably 2 or 3 minutes, and rare, 1 or 2 minutes. Now, importantly with Kangaroo, you can eat it rare. The rarer it is, the more tender it's going to be because there's no fat in it. If you cook a steak well done with lots of fat in it, it's still very juicy. Yep. If you cook roux well done, it's going to dry out. So it's best to have it somewhere in between rare and medium. It's going to be really nice to eat. And we're going to serve that with some steamed spinach, which I've got cooking on the back there. Now what we've got there is a little steamer, and that's just about ready.
Now steamers are really good, folks, because you can cook a lot of food in half the time with steamers. So you can cook your sweet potatoes in there, you can cook your fish in there, your chicken, that type of thing.
Basically it's got a lid that's locked on. We just press the button, pull the lid off, let the steam out so we don't burn ourselves. Just pull the basket out, take out your goodies onto your plate and ready to go. Very simple, very clean way to cooking. A good steamer, a good grilled sandwich toaster, 2 very, very economical pieces of equipment, and you can just about cook anything on it. Now that Kangaroo is just about done. I can hear it. And there we go, look at that.
Looks great.
I've got my steamed spinach.
Spinach holds a lot of water in it, doesn't it, Pete?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Really good fibrous vegetable as well, folks. Now it's important also when you're on this type of food program that when you're drinking your shakes, you drink it with water and you don't add any milk to your shakes.
Now I've just cut that to show you the doneness of it. I call that medium. So just a nice bit of pinkness in the middle, like that. And there we have beautiful Kangaroo, little bit of chilli flake, little bit of pepper, avocado oil, and some steamed spinach. Fantastic dinner for anybody.
Looks great, Peter, and at the end of the night, whilst you might be hungry, it's really important to have another Max's Super Shred. So here we have it, folks. Really good diet for losing weight. I actually tried this when I competed recently. I'd have a cardio session in the morning, say for about 30 minutes to 40-minute walk. Then I'd have fish, spinach and avocado, really good source of fibre. Quick protein shake, have a Max's Super Shred around about mid-morning, and then from there, by lunchtime, grilled chicken breast with some broccoli and brown rice, and then as an afternoon snack, a rice cake, just to fill the gaps between my afternoon and just before I train. Then I'd hit the gym hard with some weight training sessions. Then I'd have another Max's Super Shred, and then I'd have a nice yummy dinner of Kangaroo. I fill it again with spinach. And then by this time, around about night time, still a little bit hungry, so just to top it all up, have another Super Shred shake. So in summary, folks, a little bit different. We're getting away from our traditional breakfast cereals, high protein foods. We've got about 250 grams of protein, around about 50 grams of carbs, and a really good diet for getting shredded. So thanks very much, folks, and we'll see you next time.